a decent-sized slate. We got 12 baseball games we're looking at. We've got 2 hockey games and 2 basketball games.
Let's just make sure this works first. Hold on. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're working.
All right, cool. Yeah, so before we get into all the slate and everything, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with anything on the channel, so you guys get the notifications. And we'll recap over what happened yesterday, and it could have gone better. I went 3-3 in baseball. Lost a little bit to the Juice. Lost, I think, 0.3 units to the Juice. Went 3-3. Losses on Toronto and Miami under. The over in Minnesota ball. San Diego first 5 at plus 110. I did get wins from the Mets and the Diamondbacks over 8.5. That was a winner in the bottom of the first inning. And then the under and the Colorado Rockies in that game. So I had 2 cashes in that game. Nice little result there for that game. In hockey, not the night we were hoping for. We went 0-2. Lost on the Colorado puck line. Lost on Winnipeg. Winnipeg for me was a 5% play, so that was not a fun loss there. Was not very happy with that. But it is what it is. That's the way it is, and we're gonna just have to move on. How was your day yesterday?
Baseball was all right. I had 3 plays. I had the two video picks, which went 1-1, and our premium play that went that lost, which was the Rays. I got a win from the Mets and on another loss from the Seattle Mariners. That one was over really quickly. But basketball for me yesterday was quite nice. I went 3-1. Only loss was unfortunately the Knicks to the Hawks, which I'll probably be all over the Hawks coming up against the Sixers, just because of how they've been playing. But as for the other ones, I got win from the Utah Jazz, got win from the Sixers, and what other game was on last night? Dallas. Wow, Dallas. Yes. That was beautiful. I was all over Dallas. I know a lot of people were all over freaking Clippers and saying Luka was done. Luka had a monstrous game. Not to mention, if we go and look at my prop bets from yesterday, 4-0. Simmons got over the 16.5. Barrett barely got over the 15.5. Royce O'Neal got over the 6.5, and Luka Doncic smashed last night. So if you guys took any of my player props, we cashed them all. So a big W there. So yeah, 3-1 in basketball. Technically, if you wanted to count my player props, 7-1 in basketball yesterday, and 1-2 in baseball. Let's have another really, really good day today, and let's make some money.
Absolutely. And let's kick that off in the MLB. Starting it off with a 12-10 game. This game starts in around an hour and 15 minutes from now. Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. We're getting Patrick Corbin and Tyler Davidson for this matchup. You can get the Braves for around a minus 133, plus 123 for the Washington Nationals. Where are you looking for this game to start off today?
Personally, for this one, I'm passing on this one. It's just not a spot that I want to get to. Corbin has been iffy this year, 3-4 with a 6.23 RA. I will say that is starting to go down. He is starting to pitch a little bit better because at one point in the year he had a 10+ ERA. So that's he's definitely been improving. But on the other side, Davidson, we really don't have much from him. I think he's pitched 1 game. Two games this year, right? Is that right? Hold on, making sure. He's pitched 1 game this year. It was a 6-inning game. He allowed 3 runs, 5 hits, and that was against the Mets on May 18th. So not enough for me to really want to look at it. This one will be a pass, maybe a slightly towards that over 9.5 in this game. But ultimately, this one's a pass for me.
Yeah, I'm actually going to start off the this slate with the play here. I got it at a little bit better of a price, but I'm okay with what the price is for this right now. Let me move around the wire so I can type here. Yeah. I'm going with Washington here, plus 123. I have this game priced around a minus 112, plus 112 for Washington. I got it at plus 132. So I like the Nationals in this spot. I'm going with them. They've won the last 2 games. They've looked better doing it. Tyler Davidson, I haven't seen really much from him, so it's not that I really can't trust him too much. And this is just a spot where I like the Nationals. They're starting to play a little bit better. They're going to start scoring some runs now. They had a really good team batting average. They just couldn't punch in any runs. I've been expecting some positive regression from this team. I think it starts now, and I think they pull out the Bruins and sweep the Braves today. All right, our next game here is the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Around minus 200, minus 195, minus 200 for the Yankees. Around minus 177 plus 177, plus 180, plus 185, depending on your book. For the Tampa Bay Rays, over under 7 runs for this game. And looking at this one, Garrett Cole has been pitching really well this year. He is 6-2, a 1.78 ERA, 0.83 WHIP, 97 strikeouts, 9 walks, 70 innings pitched. Versus Ryan Yarbrough, 2-3, a 4.26 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 47 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 57 innings pitched. The only place I can really look at this game is the under. I have no action on this game, though. So this is overall, it's going to be a pass for me. But the Yankees have gone under in 8 of their last 10 games. The Yankees look like they're starting to turn it around a little bit here. They've won the last 2 against Tampa Bay. But still, Tampa Bay is a team that you can't really sleep on. They're 20-9 on the road. They're 22-14 against right-handed pitching. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. So this is still a good Rays team. So this is a pass for me. But I lean towards the under. Lane Elliott says Nats look like they're turning around. Yep, I agree on that one.
All right, I'm going to go with the bold take on this one. I'm going to go the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm getting them at this big plus money. And I will say this year, Garrett Cole has faced the Tampa Bay Rays twice, and the Tampa Bay Rays are one of his 2 losses this year. Granted, that loss was in April when Tampa Bay wasn't really playing that well. He also did go up against them earlier in May. He threw 8 innings, shutout ball against them as well. I think you're going to get a Rays team that's going to be hungry to come out and not get swept by the Yankees. So I will be going after the Rays in this game. I think that they can go and attack Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is human. I think Yarbrough has a bounce-back game. And I'm going to grab him at this big plus 177 price tag. I think I got mine at plus 185. So I'm all over the Tampa Bay Rays today. I think they can get it done against the New York Yankees.
They're just trying not to lose 3 out of 4. They won the first game of the 4 games.
Oh, you know what? I know that they lost 2 in a row.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
But our next game here is going to be the Boston and Astros. Around a minus 130 for the Astros, minus 131, plus 120 run back for these Red Sox. Martin Perez, Jake Odorizzi is the pitching matchup for this one. 9 runs is the over-under. And looking at this game, these are 2 pitchers that have not really been pitching particularly too great this year. Jake Odorizzi, 0-2, a 6.75 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, 15 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 13 1/3 innings pitched. Martin Perez, 4-2, a 3.55 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, 48 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 50 2/3 innings pitched. And this is a spot where I'm passing. I want nothing to do with this game. Lean towards the Houston Astros. I see a little bit of value, not enough for me to go out and bet them now. I mean, if you like the Astros, plus 140 on the run line, that may be an interesting spot as well. But no action for me in this game. Houston has won 4 straight, so if anything, it's a lean towards them.
I know that the Red Sox have lost 3 straight, and Houston's won 4 straight. But can we fade Jake Odorizzi? Martin Perez has been pitching decent this year. Jake Odorizzi has not. And I think that I'd rather go after Boston in this game at the plus money. I'm not personally betting this one. I think I have 3 bets today. So plus our premium. So I'll have 3 overall on the stream. I would be interested in the Red Sox, but I'm not going to pull the trigger just yet. But it would be a lean more towards the Red Sox than the Houston Astros in this game.
I do like the over in this game. I just haven't gotten around to betting it yet. But heading to our next game here, Texas Rangers and the Colorado Rockies. And this is the game with our premium play on it. So we're going to move on to the next game. The Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates around a -1. I didn't write the odd on this one. Miami is, where is it?
There's no.
Oh, this game's not even on the books right now. I wrote it out, and that's why I didn't have a line on it. There's no line on this game. So,
if there's a line on it before the video ends, we'll be back on it.
Yeah.
I think this is one that I'm going to be passing on anyway. Marlins have been struggling. Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. And you got two bad pitchers on the mound, so maybe look at the over whenever the line comes out. We figure out what that is, but there's no lines on this game, at least not on our book.
Yeah, there's no way I can back either of these teams right now. They're on 3-game and 5-game losing streaks. So, yeah, lean towards the Marlins, if anything, but, yep, don't have a line, so can't give out a play. Our next game here is the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are around a -172 now, -170 depending on your book, +158, +160 run back. For the Arizona Diamondbacks, we're getting John Duplantier taking on Brett Anderson in this matchup. And an over is probably the way to look in this game. Two pitchers that Duplantier has not really pitched too much this year. He's 0-0, 7.71 ERA, 1.93 WHIP, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 2/3 innings pitched. So he has not pitched much at all this year. On the other side, Brett Anderson is 2-3, a 4.18 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 20 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 32 1/3 innings pitched. And for me, it's an over or nothing. The over for this game is 9. So I think the over is the only spot I can look at this game. But for right now, it's a pass for me.
Yeah, if anything, I would go after Milwaukee, but I would have to go after Milwaukee run line in this one. How can anybody in their right minds be all right with going on the Diamondbacks who've, they won 1 against the Mets this series, and they've won 2 out of their last 18 games, something in that crazy nature. There's no way I'm going after the Arizona Diamondbacks in this one. I'd rather go after the Brewers, if anything, on the run line, but this one's just going to be a pass for me. Not enough really from John Duplantier in order to really try to gauge him. And then Brett Anderson's been iffy this year. So, yeah, maybe an over in this one as well. But I'm not going to be going after this game.
All right. Moving on to our next game here, we have the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. It's around a -190 for the White Sox, +175 run back for the Tigers right now. Casey Mize will be taking on the Bulldog, Lance Lynn, in this matchup. Lance Lynn is 6-1, a 1.37 ERA, 0.93 WHIP, 57 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 52 2/3 innings pitched. Casey Mize 3-3, 5.28 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 47 strikeouts, 20 walks, and 57 2/3 innings pitched. And for me, I really like Casey Mize. I'm continuing to back him this season. And you can get the Detroit Tigers first 5 at +165, and that's where I'm going in this game. I've backed Casey Mize on the first 5 line the last, I think, 3 or 4 starts for him, and the work he's done is push for me. I'm going to continue to back Casey Mize. I think this guy is going to be a star one day, and this is a really good spot, a +160 line on the Detroit Tigers with Casey Mize on the mound. I'm all over it. Give me the Tigers first 5 here.
Yeah, this one I got to pass on this game. White Sox have not been playing well as of late. They've lost 2 straight, and they're going up against the Detroit Tigers team that's been meh. Casey Mize has probably been the best thing for the Detroit Tigers this year, besides Akil Baddoo. Yeah, Baddoo. Yeah, him. Lance Lynn has been pitching fantastic. He's been pretty much overlooked on the Chicago White Sox staff because of Rondon and because of Lucas Giolito. So he has been put in the back burner, but he's been one of the better pitchers for Chicago this year. I would probably have to go after Chicago in this game, but I'm not going to be laying the minus 190, and I'm not going to be laying a run line at minus money. So this one's just going to be a pass for me. Maybe a look at the under in this game, but overall going to be just passing.
Mm-hmm. Lane Elliott's on the Brewers run line, and EJ just wants to get to pucks and hoops.
We'll get there eventually. We'll get there.
Our next game here is the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. It's around a minus 110, plus 100 run back for the Twins. We're getting J.A. Happ and Chris Bubik in this matchup. Where are you looking at for this one?
It's pretty much a pick 'em at this point. Minus 110, plus 100. I think I would have to lean towards Bubik. And the Royals. Sorry, I just wanted to say his name. It's fun to say his name. They've won 3 straight, and Minnesota's back to their losing ways. They've lost the last 2. I think I would have to lean towards the Royals in this game, but not enough for me to want to go and put my money on it.
Yeah, for me, it's on the side. It's Royals or pass. Royals have been playing much better. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. They've won 3 straight. Both these teams.
Plus money for the first 5, really? Look at the first 5 innings. No.
Minus 115, plus 1. No.
That's basically pick 'em. No.
But for me, my bigger lean would be towards the over in this game. Minnesota is 6-3-1 to the over in their last 10 games. Same record over under for the Royals in their last 10 games. They've gone 5-0-1 in their last 6, and they've gone over in 2 straight. I think the over is the real only look I could have in this game. It is a 9.5 though, so I think it's a little high. I think Chris Bubik is someone that has been pitching really well this year. He's 1-0 at the 1.52 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP. 22 strikeouts and 14 walks. J.A. Happ on the other side is 3-2, a 5.24 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 35 strikeouts, and 16 walks in 46 and a third innings pitched. J.A. Happ is absolutely someone who can get lit up and get booted out of a game really early. So over is my only look for this game. Once again, I don't have any action on it. I have, I think, all of 3 video plays today, and this is not one of them. Moving on is the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. We're getting Vladimir Gutierrez taking on Adam Wainwright. You can get the Cardinals for around a minus 150, minus 148, plus 137, plus 140 run back for the Cardinals, or for the Reds here. Where are you looking at for this one?
I think you have to look more towards the Cardinals. They're minus 148, so if you're going to look at them, probably look at them towards that run line at the plus 125. Cardinals have been playing. They just came off of a tough series against the Dodgers, so can't really blame them there. They're 5-5 with their last 10. The biggest question for me will be the pitching. How is Adam Wainwright going to be in this game? I think that, if anything, I want to look towards a over, which at a 8.5, I think that it definitely can go over in this game. I don't really know much about Vladimir Gutierrez. I think we need a little bit more statistics for him in order to really want to go and bet him. But I think over in this game and maybe towards the Cardinals run line. Overall, not going to bet anything in this game. I only have 3 bets. One's from the early game, and I have the 2 last games. So.
Yeah. For me, this is a layoff spot as well. Gutierrez is 0-1, a 1.80 ERA, 0.8 WHIP. In his first start, he went 5 innings, struck out 3, walked 2. This is just, and then on the other side, Adam Wainwright, 3-4, 4.22 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 57 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 59 2/3 innings pitched. This is just, maybe a slight lean towards the dog in this matchup with the Reds, but I can't get to anything here. Lean towards the over, maybe. Lean towards the Reds, but no action for this game at all. Just I think there's better spots on this card. Our next one here is the Seattle Mariners and the LA Angels. We have Justice Sheffield and Griffin Canning around a minus 150 for the Angels, a plus 139 for these Mariners. And looking at the pitching matchup here, we have Griffin Canning, who is 4-3, a 5.40 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 45 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 40 innings pitched. On the other side, Justice Sheffield's 4-4, 4.96 ERA, 1.57 WHIP, 35 strikeouts, 20 walks for him, and 49 innings pitched. He needs to get those walks down a little bit. Both of them do. But looking at this game, it would be a lean towards probably the under. Both these teams have been playing a little bit more unders recently. 7 out of the last 10 for Seattle and 6 out of the last 10 for the Angels have gone under the total. Seattle, after winning 5 straight, have now lost 3 in a row. And the Angels have won 6 of their last 10 games. Be slightly probably towards these Angels here. But once again, this is just not a spot I'm going to be getting to. I see better spots on the card, and this is just not one of those spots.
No, I agree. I already said I have plays on the last 2 games, so you will get some plays out of me. But this is not one of them. These 2 teams have been playing a lot better as of late. I think Seattle's won 7 out of the last 10, 6 out of the last 10 for the Angels. So both of these guys are on a little bit of winning streaks, or positive streaks, I should say. But I overall just can't go and look at either of these sides. If anything, maybe a slightly Seattle with plus money, but I've backed them the last 2 days, and that has not really worked out. I'm going to avoid this game. I'll have money on both these next 2 games, so let's go ahead and get into those.
Yeah, then we'll hop into the next one here with the Chicago Cubs at the San Francisco Giants. Giants are on a minus 125, a plus 115 run back for the Cubbies. Zach Davies and Anthony Desclafani for this matchup. You have money on it. Where are you going with this one?
You got to take the team that's hot, and the team that's hot right now is the Chicago Cubs. They've won 9 out of their last 10. They've won 3 straight. Zach Davies is getting his stuff together. He's been pitching a lot better. Antonio Desclafani's had a couple of rough starts. This is just a good spot for Chicago. Even though they are on the road, it should be a good spot for them. I think that they can attack Antonio Desclafani and really and continue their hot streak. I don't want to jump in front of a hot blade, so let's go ahead and get Chicago while they're still winning.
Absolutely. I would definitely lean towards the Cubbies in this matchup, and I'll probably get to them today. Just I haven't gotten to them yet. I'd probably because this Chicago team's looked really good lately. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They've won 3 in a row. And I think the main reason behind this huge winning streak is their bullpen. Their bullpen is now ranked number 2 in the MLB in bullpen ERA. This is a Cubs team that all of a sudden their bullpen has woken up. This is a Cubs team that's definitely exceeding my expectations for them so far this season. I like the Cubbies in this matchup. I think the Cubbies is the only place you can really look. Zach Davies has been pitching better as of late. So it's Cubbies or nothing for this game. And I'll probably get to the Cubbies later in the day. I just don't have a play on them yet. And I'm trying to watch the plays I add because plays I've added that I didn't have pre-show the last 2 days have gone 0-5. So I'm trying to not add plays on. So I have my set plays, and I'm trying to just stick to them. So I'm not going for anything on this game. I would definitely lean towards the Cubbies, though. Heading into our last baseball game of the night, we have the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. The total is 6.5 for this one. Minus 167 for the Padres, plus 154 for the Mets. Tajon Walker and Yu Darvish is the pitching matchup for this one. Both these pitchers have looked good. Yu Darvish, 5-1, 2.16 ERA, 0.93 WHIP, 79 strikeouts, 16 walks, and 66 2/3 innings pitched. Tajon Walker, 4-1, a 1.84 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 49 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 49 innings pitched for him. But that being said, this is a 6.5 total. And I think this is a little low, mainly because the Mets have put up an average of 7 games a run by themselves. In the last 5 games, they've put up 35 runs. I'm going over the total here. I got it at 7 last night at plus money. Over 6.5 at minus 120. I'm totally okay with that. I think you get at least 3 runs from both these teams, and it goes over. I understand that Darvish and Tajon Walker have been pitching really well, but the Mets are starting to hit, and this San Diego Padres lineup can hit as well. Give me the over 6.5 with this game. The Mets have gone over in 5 straight games. Those 5 games that they scored 35 runs.
All right. I got to go to the Mets. I'm taking a bunch of dogs today, and the Mets are going to be another one of those dogs. They've been playing a lot better. They've won 6 out of their last 7. Tajon Walker has been, besides Jacob deGrom, the best pitcher on the Mets roster. 4-1, 1.84. The Mets win they've won 10 or 11 games when he's been pitching or something in that nature. He's one of the best in terms of when he pitches, the Mets win. On the other side, Darvish has been pitching like fire too. So both, it should be a really good pitching matchup today. Personally, I would be leaning towards the under. That's what I said on Total Chaos. I would not be betting a 6.5 though. Not interested in that one. But I'm going after the dogs with the New York Mets, and hopefully can cash in on a big plus 150 dog today.
All right. Now we're going to transfer over from the diamond to the hardwood.
Before we do that, quick plug and everything, because why not? If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. Help us keep growing the channel. We appreciate all the support. If you guys find yourself going over to picksandparleys.net, or if you just want to take the shortcut, link in the description below. The picksandparleys.net/game time will save you 50% off of our 7-day packages. So if you guys want to go do that as well, that would be fantastic. If you guys are interested in that. Also, we have our show at 11. Higgs goes on at 12. Allie goes on at 1:30. So you get a whole morning, afternoon worth of Picks and Parlays creators. So go ahead and check that out as well, along with me and Nick at 6 o'clock tonight for Game Time Decision. So go ahead and check out all those. Just a shameless plug. And then Nick will also be on Pub Sports Radio today with Jimmy with the Bag in a little bit. So go ahead and check out that as well. Don't have a link to that, but it's just betting with the bag.
Yeah, it's live right now on Pub Sports Radio. I'll be on probably around 12:15, 12:30-ish, depending, or 12:15, 12:30-ish, depending on when their hockey starts for that. So, yeah, I'll be going over the 2 hockey games with Jimmy as well. So that'll be fun there. Now looking at the NBA, we are looking at Game 6 between the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers. It is a 2-point spread for this game. We're getting the Suns now at a plus 117 on our book, plus 115, depending on where you shop around. Over under of 206.5 for this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
I have to go Phoenix. Anthony Davis is, if he's going to play today, he's going to be extremely banged up, and he's not going to be 100%. Chris Paul has played 30-plus minutes in the last 2 games, so he seems to be pretty good. I think the Phoenix gets the job done tonight. They won by 30 points, right? 30 points last game, and I think they do something similar, especially if Anthony Davis is out. I think they can win by 10-plus points. So I want to grab Phoenix in this one. I'm just going to grab them on the money line just because I don't really need to grab the extra points. It's only a 2-point thing and might as well just get plus money for it. So I do like the Phoenix Suns to close out the series against the Lakers today. And I would be leaning towards the under, whether or not Anthony Davis plays or he does. There.
6 here with the Denver Nuggets and the Portland Trailblazers. We have the Nuggets as 4.5-point dogs now, plus 165. The Blazers are 4.5-point favorites. Back in Portland for game number 6. Denver looking to shut the door on the Trailblazers here tonight, up 3-2 in that series. Where are you looking for this one?
They get it done. They 100% get it done tonight. After that big double overtime game, I don't know if Portland has anything left in them. That would be heavily deflating. And if the double overtime went the other way, I would be grabbing the Portland Trail Blazers tonight as well. But seeing that game went that way, I think Denver gets it done tonight. Take them plus 4.5. I would even look at the money line. I wouldn't mind that. I think the series is over. I think Portland is done. I think Dame just didn't want it enough in the last game. He only scored 55 points, 10 assists, 10 3-pointers, caused it to go to overtime, caused it to go to double overtime. He only put Portland on his back. I don't think he really wanted it enough. He had a turnover in the second overtime. So yeah, doors will be shut. For the record, I think that was sarcasm. He's been the biggest thing for him. But yeah, Denver closes the door. You'll see Phoenix and Denver in the next round.
Yeah, it just fell to 4.5. It was 5 before the show when we typed in that it was 5 and plus 175, and now it's 4.5 and plus 165. But now we will go from the hardwood onto the ice, and looking at the first game of the night here, we're looking at the New York Islanders and the Boston Bruins for this matchup. Islanders winning game 2, 4-3 in overtime on the Casey Cizikas overtime goal, tying the series up at 1 apiece as we head back to the Coliseum for game number 3. You can get the Bruins are on a minus 140, plus 125, plus 130 run back on the Islanders for this game. And I want to say the total is still 5 in this one. Yeah, this total is still 5. Yeah, I've been coolest sport on the earth. Yeah, gotta love me some
basketball.
Gotta love me some Stanley Cup playoffs. Nope, wrong game. But looking at this game, I'm on the Islanders. They're heading back.
Shocker.
Yeah, funny. No, but they're heading back to the Coliseum. This Islanders team is one of the best home teams in the NHL, and plus 128, plus 125, like that's a great price for this New York Islanders team today, who played really well in game number 2 against the Bruins after getting beat pretty bad in game number 1. You're wearing the right jersey tonight. Yep, 2-1 Islanders after 2-1 Islanders after tonight. Yep. I'm really, and I also have an Islanders series bet. I got them at plus 210 before the series even started. So I like the Islanders to move on in this spot. And I think they take a 2-1 series lead in this game. Also, if they continue to give you a 5 total, bet that one over. I don't know why this total is still 5. Both games have finished on 7, 4-3, and 5-2. So definitely a lean towards the over in this game. But my stronger play is the home dog with the New York Islanders tonight. Heading into the last game of the night, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning hosting the Carolina Hurricanes. It's around a minus 149 now for the Lightning, minus 150, plus 135 run back for these Hurricanes. Over under 5.5 for this one. And I'm on the Hurricanes again. I still have all those futures on the Hurricanes. They've outperformed Tampa Bay in the first 2 games. It's just unlucky goals at the end of the games to lose it for them. It was just bad bounces for this Carolina team, and all of a sudden they find themselves heading to Tampa Bay down 2-0. I think they get a win today. I think they bounce back. Nedeljkovic has been playing really well in net. The only things to look out for is Vinny Trocheck healthy. It didn't look particularly great as he left the ice after game 2, but hopefully he will be back today or sometime during the series. If not, then definitely look at some prop bets on like Svechnikov over 2.5 shots on goal, I believe it is. If it's the if it with the second line, maybe look at Stahl to get a point, something along those lines. Just look out for those injuries for tonight, and hopefully we'll see Vinny Trocheck back on the ice sometime this series. He is day-to-day, as well as Nito Ryder. I don't think they're expecting him back the rest of the series as well, which is unfortunate. What's up, Stimmy?
Stimmy!
But my play for this one is the Carolina Hurricanes. You're getting a nice plus 135. I think we're going to have some barking dogs here tonight in the NHL. But that's about all I have. Oh, Tim, you have some NBA player props.
Yep, I typed them in as you're doing your thing. 2 player props, 2 games. I know I like to give 1 per game. So Monte Morris had a big game 5 for the Denver Nuggets off the bench. I think he does more of the same tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if you could even see him in the starting lineup replacing Campazzo for a little bit. He just had a really big, monstrous game, and I could see him do it again. And I'm taking LeBron James under the 30.5. He has not gotten to the 30-point total this entire series, so I don't know why it's all the way up that high. I'm going with Le Bum under 30.5 for my player prop today. So those are my 2 NBA player props for today.
Alrighty. We're going to be heading out here in just a minute, but before we head on out, you guys know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever we go live, which is every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we're going to be going over our recap for today. You can go first.
Roof. Barking dogs today. Taking Tampa, big money against the Yankees. Taking the slight underdog with the Chicago Cubs. Taking the Mets as underdogs as well. Taking the Phoenix underdogs and taking the Denver Nuggets. So both NBA series to close out tonight. And then I have Morris and Le Bum player props. If you guys want to see more player props, we'll have a propping it up show or propping up video coming out soon as well. So stay tuned for that. But those are my plays for today.
I am looking at the Washington Nationals at plus 123 today at 12.20. I'm looking at Detroit. That's supposed to be first 5 plus 165. Let me adjust that. Detroit first 5 plus 165. I'm on the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres over 6.5. And on the ice, I'm on the 2 dogs tonight, Carolina and the New York Islanders. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this stream. We want to thank you guys for hanging out and being in the chat. And good luck to whatever you play today, whether it's the MLB, whether it's the NHL, whether it's the NBA, whether it's cricket, soccer, whatever you guys play out there, if it's WNBA, if it's esports, whatever. Good luck to any of your bets today. If you hit that like button, it's increased luck. I've heard that from Allie, just saying. And if you subscribe, you get an extra 10% on hitting your bet tonight. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this show. We want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. We will catch you guys same time tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck.